this is what we've got here with this high-grade carburetor repair kit.
And you know if it's misspelled that it's good.
Mm-hmm. So here's what comes in, and it says, you know, breaking the seal prohibits the return and or crediting. I said D6 Spanky. The letter D, the number 6, Spanky.
Welcome to Carba Hooters. It's not Hooters, that's what we got.
Alright, this is
Don't let me talk over you with this drill.
this is the carburetor B for the 54 Chevy truck, and we just did some like scoring here, so remember that this is where this went.
Don't tattle on me for like marking stuff.
It's okay. This is gonna be like super show winning everything quality vehicle. This is drive around and enjoy a vehicle. So it was really dirty and we cleaned it up. And this is the bottom that we took off and cleaned. And I'll just go ahead and point out now there's quite a bit of rust there in there. So rust is not happy. My lovely assistant will help me with that. Okay, so I noticed this was really dirty, and there's a lot of buildup on it. But my only experience is building carburetors for lawnmowers. I've done like 2, 3, and so this is exciting, and it's also a fun excuse to hang out with Brian, and we're gonna show you guys how to do this.
We're gonna invite you along for the experience, and if you learn something, then that's awesome.
And if not, sorry. We're having a good time. That's all that really matters at this point.
Pretty much. If you get stuff to soften up a little bit first, like I can even go back in and spray this again the second time. See how it just blasts the stuff off. Brushing helps save fumes and helps to save you elbow grease. Get elbow grease all over everything. It's just, what are you going to do then? Seriously, what are you going to do?
And strangely enough, we're using carburetor cleaner to clean the carburetor.
As opposed to everything else that you use it for.
No, I thought you were going to take longer than that.
Sneaky, sneaky stuff.
And very sneaky.
Very sneaky. Why is this so floppy, sloppy loose? What are we going to do with that? Is that okay? It's supposed to be. What amazes me is how old this spring is and how well it still works. It's so smooth. It's like the quality of materials was so much better back then than it is now. What am I snagging on? It's this.
There's a float.
It's the gasket.
Yeah, a gasket.
So it's show you what we're fighting against here. This is what's defeating me right now. For my next act, I will fight my way out of a wet paper bag. Too funny. I win. Where's that paper bag? Get some water. I got a new pan.
That's beautiful. This is on the new one?
No. See, this one's all skinny and hourglassy, and instead of being the shape of an oil pan or something flat, let's use the new one. The new one's the new hotness. I saw this at O'Reilly, by the way, and I was like, I must have that now. Ring me up. I didn't even think about it. I just bought it. Point blank. Mine. And it has a strainer on it too, so you can catch things and not have it go through. And it even has a place for your oil plug. Isn't that awesome? This is what we should be using. Way better work area, surface stuff. Ooh, this is going to clean up nice. Look at this, just knocking everything right off. There's your power plunger, so when you stomp on the gas, it gives a little squirt. A lot of gas right now. Go!
Alright, so.
I guess we're comfortable around each other then.
Yeah. There's the floats.
Yep. Now, how come there wasn't a wire on that? Whoa, that's stuck. I don't suppose this would work. Grab that. Pull up just the little thing in the middle. Yeah.
This little part in the middle?
Yeah,
wow.
the needle.
That's not going anywhere.
That's these. You're going to want to spray that so it can soak. Just get a little around it. Why don't you show them the kit?
Okay.
I'll turn this off.
So this is what we've got here with this high-grade carburetor repair kit.
And you know if it's misspelled that it's good.
So here's what comes in, and it says, you know, breaking the seal prohibits the return and or crediting of this kit, which is why it's still sealed, because I didn't want to mess anything up. But now we're in it.
You gotta commit.
Oh, I should have been committed a while ago. Yeah.
I always open a gasket up or pull something apart to where I can see if something matches. The one that I did on this is this one right here for the base. I noticed that that was a dead giveaway. It's like a puzzle.
Yeah.
This is fun. Frankie's over and we're doing a puzzle.
Alright, so what do we do next? Take off this? No, can't take off that gasket. Well, this comes off because it goes underneath.
Well,
Right?
pull that off. Tim McGraw.
Whoa.
Just kidding.
Straight up.
Alright, so this is a jet. One thing that we want to do is see if this is going to come off yet. I should have said something earlier, but my brain wasn't on. That came off early. Because otherwise you could put it back in. It would work like a vise to hold it. But this is one of the jets that we want to make sure to clean out. And we want to blast any crud that may accumulate down in there. Or not.
And so what are these then? It's like a needle valve?
This is that plunger.
Oh,
With this, I think.
okay.
Maybe. Anyway, we want to take a brass brush and get this all cleaned up. I think most of this thing's going to go really well. I'm just a little bit concerned about the needle not coming out. Oh, it moved. You got it.
I got it. I got nails under these gloves.
Female advantage.
It's got to be some advantage.
Carefulness, fingernails, risk adverseness.
Okay, at this point we're able to take this part out, we unscrew it, set it to the side, and then we're able to access the gasket for removal.
This needs to come up.
Nope,
No?
nope. It goes around it, I think. You could just tear it off, but what I'm basically doing is instead of picking little pieces off like a bird beak, I'm just getting the whole thing to pull off together. It's like leaving a handle attached to it to get it to come up and off.
Oh,
See,
nice.
see how much
Okay.
cleaner that came off than if I just tore it. All that.
Oh, that's dirty coming off there.
I bet. This thing is so simple. So there's a plunger down in here that we need to get after.
Okay, so this needs to come out. Should it just lift? I think so.
I think there'd be something trapping it, but
Just gravity.
just lifting it out. This thing is so simple.
Turn it sideways.
So there's no plunger on it. There's just this, whatever this material is, I guess. I feel like a monkey. You know, it's like holding a wrench and banging it on stuff. I've never seen one quite like this. I have to figure it out. Let's get some spray on it and crack it loose.
Now this spring should just pull out. I pull on it, it's kind of sticking. I just don't want to stretch or break anything. That's why.
That's that female advantage, cautiousness. And then that's the male getter done. Beat my chest now. That's the manly. Okay, you don't want to lose that. What jet is that?
I don't know.
Okay, so this thing here, I pulled this jet from this spot. I'm wondering if that fell out, if it vibrated out from this spot. No, that's a plug. That ain't right. Fancy.
I have no idea. I'll have to watch the replay on that. I don't know. So, and then
There's so little to this carburetor. So does this come out too?
I think so.
I give up.
Oh,
Cool.
sweet little spring. It's horrible.
This thing is like
Oh, caught it. Oh,
a little
there's a
ball
ball
that
on
goes
this
in the
one.
bottom. If you look in your kit,
there's a
and
ball
you
over
yeah,
there.
if you look in your kit and you see those little balls in there, in here there's 3 of them. Beware. Be
There's one further
afraid.
down here. This is like that
Be
labyrinth
afraid.
game. See that?
Little check balls. Not a.
Now I've been excited to work on this for quite some time, since I just don't.
I'm a little disappointed, to be honest with you. There's not a lot here.
Yeah,
It's
this is
so
like the
basic.
simpler
This is like
one.
everything's big because it's a truck, not a lawnmower or a weed eater, and it's super simple. There's not a lot of parts.
Because it's from 1954.
Yeah.
So one thing I'm noticing here is that there's a little bit of a lip right here, just under this gasket, so I don't think you're going to cut through right underneath. It sits on a bit of a ledge.
Yeah, just yank it off. Ta-da.
So I often feel insecure in my abilities because it's just been so long because I've done so many things.
Got it. Just remind yourself, I am Spanky, hear me roar. And then just kick butt. That's what you do. It's kind of gummy on this part.
I like that it's got these little channels, like it's raised all around, or seated down all around all this.
This requires leaded gasoline, doesn't it?
I have no idea.
Yes, I think it
I
does.
can imagine.
If it doesn't say to use unleaded, then just assume that you're going to have to get you some lead substitute.
Where does one get that?
You can find it at most any parts store. Or you can buy it on Amazon using the link below. That'll get you some lead substitute. Online, it's easy. Probably better to just take this off. Can I switch it?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take these off. But I should. does not want to come off. That's because they've been dinged. You see how they've been smacked on the back side to make sure they don't fall out. Just trying to unscrew these, but they're like damaged, locked in there. Damaged, you know, like on purpose.
Right.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. This video will be continued. Be sure to click subscribe and then ring the bell for notifications. Comment in the comment section below. You can follow me on Facebook at channel D6Spanky, on Twitter and Instagram at D6Spanky. I also like to thank Brian Pursley for hanging out with me and working on this project. It's always fun. And you can also make sure more videos continue by supporting me at patreon.com/D6Spanky. Thanks, guys. Have an awesome day.